Okay, we have some Twitter and Facebook questions. Gibbs Sean one. How, if possible, can one recall memories from childhood that cannot currently be accessed? Hypnotism?
Well, that's one approach, but also sometimes spending time thinking about those memories, they begin to come back. In a way, our memories live in neighborhoods, and you'll try to think of a childhood memory, but then something else stirs it up.
But I can remember a childhood memory sometimes better than I remember where I had dinner yesterday.
What I do, Larry, is every night before I go to sleep, I recapitulate the whole day. It takes me only 5 minutes. So I recall everything I did in the morning, and then I also introduce the idea that I'm going to witness my dreams, and then I recapitulate my dreams when I wake up. And I find that that helps me keep my memories alive.
When we're dreaming, what is the brain doing?
Well, the brain is actually very active during dreaming, and there's a time that we call rapid eye movement that's very important, and that's when we're dreaming. And it's something that happens with everyone. It's a normal part of sleep.
Even animals. Huh?
Animals have it, but Deepak was talking about medications. One issue about medicines like Valium or Ativan or Xanax, they suppress that rapid eye movement sleep. So anybody who takes those medicines will find if they stop them, they'll have what we call rebound REM, or rebound rapid eye movement.
That's what delirium tremens is in alcoholics.
An angry young man, a lad, wants to know, how does the brain compute relevant from irrelevant facts to memorize? And is it perpetual?
Well, that's a challenge for all of us. What we try to do in the book is help people identify what's important to them. So we teach them how they can remember names and faces, or how they can remember errands when they're running out of the house, and even how they can conquer that, the tip of the tongue. You know, where something is on the tip of your tongue, it just doesn't come to you. And those are things that annoy people. They're very common, but they can improve with exercise.
Why do I forget a phone number that I've dialed?
It's probably not important, and when you're dialing, you're not paying attention. So you never stored the memory anyway.
And not only that, today with all the gadgets, you don't have to memorize phone numbers. So people are picking and choosing what's important to remember.
Leon Thompson Hume asks, I'm 43, my grandmother had dementia. Is there anything I can do to help my chances of keeping my memory sharp?
Well, one of the most important things is getting regular physical exercise. Brisk walks, 15 minutes a day, will lower your risk for Alzheimer's disease.
Exercise actually improves the connections between neurons, what we call synaptogenesis.
Seven Brains asks, does aging impact creativity?
It should not if you keep your imagination alive. You know, creativity is an exercise in imagination.
At What For wants to know, do children do their parents a disservice by doing everything for them when they age?
Well, I mean, it can go the other way around, where parents can do everything for their kids. And I think there's always a tension between the generations. And it's quite interesting what happens as our parents age, we start treating them like our children. We have to watch out for it because we want to maintain their independence as long as possible.
I agree.
Yeah. Like, I'm told that in China there are no nursing homes.
Well, they're catching up. Everybody's catching up everywhere in the world, including India now.
Daniel Robinson wants to know if Alzheimer's is caused by an accumulation of heavy metals in the brain. That was a theory a while back.
Well, yeah, I think that's never been proved either way. There are some studies showing that if there's more heavy metal in the water, aluminum particularly, and certainly we're concerned about heavy metals in fish. So, for example, the American Heart Association recommends fish just twice a week, in part because they don't want people having too much metal in the brain.
What about the supplement alpha, the fish oil?
Well, that can be a concern, but usually if you can get it from a reputable manufacturer, it's relatively safe.
This question from Nicole Ragova is for Dr. Small. Why don't we remember all our dreams?
Well, you know, I think you can train yourself to remember your dreams. If you get up in the morning, well, if you get up in the morning and you concentrate, you think about your dream every day, you know, a little bit like what you do, Deepak, where you kind of go through your day, it's more likely you're going to remember.
Also introduce the intention that I will remember before I go to sleep.